Lesson 99. At last. Lastly. When do we use the expression at last?
We use the expression at last when we feel that we have been waiting for a long time for something to happen, and then it happens.
Give me an example, please.
Ah, here you are at last. Where have you been?
When do we use the word lastly?
We use the word lastly to say the last thing in a list.
Give me an example, please.
We need to paint this office, buy some new computers, and lastly, get better desks for everyone.
Which word can we use instead of at last or lastly?
We can use the word finally instead of at last or lastly.
Give me an example of the word finally, please.
Ah, finally, here's the bus. She finished her work, turned off the computer, put on her jacket, and finally left the office.
Claim. Lawyer. Damages. Property. Lost property office. Take someone to court. If I claimed to be a millionaire, would you believe me?
No, if you claim to be a millionaire, I wouldn't believe you.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't be teaching here now.
If someone hit your car and it was definitely their fault, could you claim damages against them?
Yes, if someone hit my car and it was definitely their fault, I could claim damages against them.
If they rejected your claim, what did you do?
If they rejected my claim, I'd take them to court.
If a relation of yours died and left you some land or other property, where do you have to go in order to claim it legally?
If a relation of mine died and left me some land or other property, I'd have to go to a lawyer's office in order to claim it legally.
Where must you go to claim things that you've left on the train?
I must go to the lost property office to claim things I've left on the train.
Youth. The youth. A youth. Do old people often talk about what life was like in their youth?
Yes, old people often talk about what life was like in their youth.
Do you think the youth of today are better educated than the youth of 100 years ago?
No, I don't think the youth of today are better educated than the youth of 100 years ago. I think they're worse educated.
What kind of work can a youth do better than an old man?
A youth can do physical work better than an old man.
Clauses. Group. Conjunction. What's a clause?
A clause is any group of words with a subject and a main verb.
What's a conjunction?
A conjunction is a word that joins clauses together to make long sentences.
Give me an example of a sentence that contains two clauses joined together by a conjunction, please.
I love chocolate because it tastes so good.
Main clause. Dependent or subordinate clause. To make sense. What's the difference between a main clause and a dependent clause?
The difference between a main clause and a dependent clause is that a main clause contains the main message of the sentence, whereas a dependent clause contains other information.
Which is the main clause in this sentence? If I don't sleep enough, I feel tired.
I feel tired is the main clause in that sentence.
And which is the dependent clause?
If I don't sleep enough is the dependent clause.
Give me a sentence starting with a conjunction, please.
When I visit my mum, I'll tell her the news. If the weather is good, we can go for a walk in the park.
Which conjunctions cannot start a sentence?
The conjunctions and, or, and but cannot start a sentence.
Descend, descent. From this floor of the building, do we have to descend to go outside?
Yes, from this floor of the building, we have to descend to go outside.
What's the noun of the verb descend?
The noun of the verb descend is descent.
Holy. Jerusalem. Is Jerusalem a holy place for many people in the world?
Yes, Jerusalem is a holy place for many people in the world.
Confess. If you are not able to do something, Do you think it's better to confess the fact?
Yes, if I'm not able to do something, I think it's usually better to confess the fact.
Sure. Which is safer, to build a house on the seashore or on the shore of a lake?
It's safer to build a house on the shore of a lake,
Why?
because the weather is not so rough.
Athlete,